Guys, you loaded up? Okay, let's go. All right, well, we're finally ready to leave the shop here. 3 of our 7 guys decided to be late this morning, so they got a rude wake-up alarm. Other than that, we're looking pretty good. Got the truck loaded from the form board rack, and we are headed to the site.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Tony, is that a safe slope?
I don't know. You see down there, it washed out and filled up our box full of mud.
The one thing I want to add is just this slope we got here, guys. I mean, that's semi steeper than I'd like to see. I realize why they didn't, because the parking lot's right here, and they're, there's only so much further they could go here, right, before they get a whole mess. So I think we can manage. It's just something. Just be mindful coming up and down the slope, and mindful who's below you, right, or who's above you. Sight awareness is pretty key on this slope.
Great point, John. Thank you very much.
Well, you bet. Add me to the minutes.
Recap main takeaways: rebar caps, look above you, and don't fall backwards down the hill. Tony, you want to sign this?
And if you do, you're going to get buried in concrete. You see what I see?
That doesn't seem about right.
That doesn't seem right to me. That pin doesn't match the old eyeball test where things are currently laid out. I don't know about that, Tony.
So that... Yeah, I'm not sure what that one is. That might be outside of footing, I believe. I don't know. They marked... I don't think the surveyors knew what lines they were looking at on the plans. If you look at that pin over there, though, that one lined up the best. We thought that pin and the farthest pin down there was outside a wall to outside a wall. And that's what I asked them to do. And that's what they obviously didn't do, because from that center pin to that center pin on the far end, it's 79 foot 10 inches, and outside a wall to outside a wall is 78 foot 4 inches.
You got him, Lee?
We need 6 more.
Well, I think that's here in that entry a little bit. It does.
Good
Not
tip.
that much, though.
Right there, baby. Bottom and out. That's the way we do it.
Boys, we got some bad news. Time out, boys. Come on over, boys. Tony's got it. Go ahead, Tony.
That end wall, the far wall that we marked, is not the outside edge of wall. It's actually, I don't know, it's like the center of the wall. So we got it, everything needs to move. That outside edge of wall needs to go 10 inches to the south. So that makes all of our pads 10 inches too far to the south. So this side on all these boxes needs to get moved to the north 10 inches. I think the easiest way of doing it is taking this board off on each one, and we just cheek them over, and basically we cut a 2'2" footing board and we just slide one in. Or maybe we go 11.5 inches. Is that what they are? Yeah, they're 11.5. So we cheek that side over 11.5, and then we move this over 11.5, and we just shove one down lengthwise in here.
Just for quick clarity, sorry, can I just back up, guys, just real quick so you guys can see what happened here, just to bring it full circle? Come on over, gang. So if you look at this detail here, this is basically what similar to what we're building right now, okay? And the discrepancy is that the surveyor and the communication, we thought we laid out this point right here, when really the surveyor laid out this point right here on the outside edge, okay? We got to this we measured from those far points, and we're 20 inches too long. It's like, well, where the f does 20 inches come from, right? Well, it turns out that's a 10-inch brick ledge there. See that, boys? So we're down here at this Hubbard County job, and they're putting this big addition, big renovation project, basically a big addition on their jail and kind of law enforcement center, I guess. So that's kind of what we're working on here, and the plans have been challenging to decipher on this project, and that's what we just kind of found out here this morning. Is why Jarrett and I came down here was that we knew we had some questions with our layout, and Tony had raised concerns saying, you know, there's some discrepancies here and we got to figure this out, and well, looks like we just figured it out. And unfortunately, we've got about 6 or 8 pad footings that are 10 inches too far to the south. So the boys are moving things a little bit as we speak. Going to move our north edge of them and get them in the right spot. That's what's up. In the meantime, I'm going to set up the total station here and kind of figure out control and where this building's going to land. So that's the plan. That is what we like to hear.
I'm also scaling it off an iPad, off an app, so
it would make sense that it's the same.
yes. And
It looks the same, but there's no dimensions on there that tells us it's the same.
on the cover photo, it also looks like it's the same. So
And you've scaled it, it's the same.
yes. Looks like a duck. Quacks like a duck. Should be a duck.
It's a goose! It's a goose! Holy Hannah. Now I gotta figure out which line is which.
Trade.
See how many lines we got in here.
Good pavement.
How many lines do we have?
Really?
1 footing, 1 brick, 1 insulation, 2 insulation, 1 wall cavity, 1 concrete line, 1 framing line, 1 sheathing line, 1 framing line, sheathing. Sheetrock.
Pick the right one.
Holy cow. Woo! Okay, so the plan says that we should be 79 feet, 10 inches. And we are 79, 10 and a quarter. That's pretty close. You want to burn one? Burn one for me. Now we should be 80. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, it's 3/8 of an inch long, which is, we're 3/8 long. It's pretty close. I mean,
I'd give that off those pins.
yeah, there's a little discrepancy in the pin, so be it, right? But that, but that checks out here. 7910 is 7910. That's what this says.
Yes.
So that's good. So, what was the?
What was the measurement that we calculated when we came up with it?
We added all the dimensions.
From floor, that would be 78'4".
So this is what happens when we have messy plans and nothing is clear and nothing jives and coordinates with itself. We've raised concern about this 19,000 times.
Yeah.
And
So
here we
I
are
would go.
eating man hours in
I
the field.
marked that. Hold 34. Hold it up a little bit. There we go.
What do you got again?
35'3".
Good.
That looks a little heavy. Nope.
Cut it faster. Come on.
We know we did it.
I got it.
Guys, hang on, Tony.
Yeah.
I might have just marked that in the wrong spot. Just only this one on the outside of wall.
That would.
I think it. Is there a chance it has to go 1 foot that way?
Not a foot.
Well, 2 and
So center of pier, you'd be 13. You'd be here.
3.25 inches.
Wider than the
Something ain't right. Hold up. No, something isn't right.
The only thing that I think that we might have just done wrong is where I just threw that outside of wall line. That's the only thing in question right now in my mind. Okay. And if you stand on that, I can't remember when I was holding the tape if I put it at 78 foot 10 or 79 foot 10.
Well, we could just measure from the center of that pier over.
Should be able to. But I would say right about that smiley face, maybe a little bit right of it would be my square.
I think it's a foot that way. Kind of can be a stressful sport at times, you know?
Well, if we find out so it is 13.
Yeah, but it's like,
Well,
it's like giving you the wrong size skates and telling you to skate pretty fast. A pair of figure skates and telling you to play hockey.
all right, gang. So we just spent well over an hour, maybe 2 hours on figuring out these plans, layout, getting control, figuring out what the heck we've got here. To come to a determination that our pads were in a little bit of the wrong spot, so we had to move those a titch. And now we finally got exactly where the piers are going to land on these pads. So we think we've got it figured out,
1 inch.
which is good. But it took us a long time to get here.
4-inch block.
Hey, Ephraim, you throw down a 4-foot level.
Somebody put it away? The hammer drill.
Done with it. I can grab it.
Run! We need it.
Not gonna do that.
We needed it 5 minutes ago. Run!
Not gonna do that.
I don't know if you noticed, but we're kind of behind schedule.
You know what the good news is?
It's not even fucking 10 o'clock.
It's only gonna get like 15 degrees hotter.
Should I make him walk all the way down here? Thank you.
There you go.
Hopefully this bit doesn't break and you gotta go get me a new one.
I'll get one.
Like that?
Sean, you want to get a steak ready and we can pound the
Faster, get those knees up, point the toes. Back down and do it 15 more times.
Finally got our total station dialed up on the east side of the building there where the guys are forming pads and piers. And now me, Jarrett, and John are over here setting up batter boards for the main building on this west side of the site. And yeah, just gonna get everything buttoned down with our total station, some batter board strings up, and yeah, then we'll be ready to start setting footings on here.
Cardinal sin to put a level on someone else's work. Not supposed to do that. Can we try this, Jarrett? We go like this and get this right there where it needs to be. Heads up, falling objects.
I don't see us being ready for
2. 10:20 right now.
We gotta do the same shit on the other side too.
Let's go get this laid out and we'll see where they're at over there, right? We're sitting pretty good this side. We're basically, the pads are prepped after our 6-time adjustments there.
We
got it though.
We did get it. They're in the right spot, so we're prepped. Only last thing to do is just to put our vertical bar in. Caleb and Steve-O and Sean are going to start on that. Meanwhile, the rest of the guys, Tony and the rest of the guys, are moving to the other side of the building, which we just laid out so they can get another strip of footing in, so that essentially we can be a little more efficient here with our pump truck. We'll pour out this section, jump over there, pour that section. So
Gotta get these sections poured out so we can get some of it backfilled and they can finish their masonry wall. And
that's right. So that's the update where we're at, and Taylor, our rockstar cameraman's got to leave to head somewhere else, so Ephraim's gonna be filming the rest of this little shindig, and that's kind of where we're at right now.